Okay, so we're talking about CEC's eligibility versus the point system. One aspect is your eligibility under CEC, and one aspect is to hit that mark in terms of your CRS score, where you get the chances of getting that invitation. So first, we're going to talk about the very common question that's put forward by many applicants. And then we're going to talk about the CEC eligibility rule. And then, of course, we'll talk about getting points for your CEC application. And later in this video, we'll talk about eligibility versus the points. And finally, to close it all, there's a simple rule that you must remember, and that's the rule you need to apply while working on your application before submission, and it will make your job a lot easier. So here's the most common question that's put forward by clients or applicants. Does all of my work experience count for CEC? Some of this work experience will help you to become eligible for CEC, and some of that CEC experience will help you get the relevant CRS score at which people are getting their invitations. So let's talk about the eligibility first. This 3 years number that you see on the screen, that is the magic number. Your work experience for CEC has to be within the last 3 years in order for you to first be eligible. So that work experience has to be from within Canada. For a Canadian employer, you should be on their payroll. Your physical presence should be in Canada, not remote work. And at the same time, you should be legally authorized to work in Canada. It must be a recent work experience within the last 3 years, a minimum of 1 year. It should be paid, and it should be in the relevant tier category. Now, once you are eligible for CEC, I'm going to talk about the points, the actual CRS score at which people are getting invitations. So the CRS score will actually determine your rank in the express entry pool. It's the 10 years rule. Now, to increase your CRS points, 10 years is for you to claim CRS points, and you can go back as far as 10 years. This program will give you points for any Canadian work experience that you've racked up in the last 10 years. And to get the maximum points, you can claim for 5 full years of points. Of course, as long as you have worked for 5 years for a Canadian employer, that's the maximum cap for which you can claim points to increase your CRS score. So on one side, that's your eligibility, which is your ticket to entering in the pool. And on the other side, it's your CRS score that ranks you against other applicants in the pool. Now, let's suppose you worked in Canada for a Canadian employer for 2 solid years, from the year 2020 to 2022. Now, if we look at the actual timeline, so this is where the problem lies. As we spoke about the 3 years magic number, your work experience should have been in the last 3 years. And now if you work from the year 2020 to 2022, this will make you ineligible. So it had to be in the year 2023 in order to meet that 3 years time window. So if there's any work experience that's before the 3 years time period, you will not be eligible for CEC. So yeah, sometimes it does get confusing if you are a CEC applicant or you have any sort of confusion and you are seeking for legal or professional advice. I'm a licensed Canadian immigration consultant based in Toronto, Canada. You can book an appointment at the given link here. We'll have a detailed chat about your professional profile in which we'll do a complete assessment to see where you stand. And of course, we will let you know how to move forward. Anyways, that was the important new update, and we'll be coming back with more updates. Thank you.